Trump commutes sentence of kosher slaughterhouse boss who was in the clink for financial crimes. An influential kosher slaughterhouse king from Brooklyn was freed from prison after his fraud conviction was commuted by President Trump. Shalom Rubashkin, 57, was sentenced to 27 years in prison for 86 counts of financial crimes as well as lying on the witness stand in 2009. On Wednesday, Trump commuted his sentence, leaving in place a period of supervised release, according to the Yeshiva World, which first reported the move. Before his conviction, Rubashkin ran a massive kosher meat processing company in Iowa. The father of 10 has long had political support. Reps. Gerald Nadler, Elliot Enkel, Carolyn Maloney, and Yvette Clarke have lobbied for a review of his case. The president's review of Mr. Rubashkin's case and commutation decision were based on expressions of support from members of Congress and a broad cross-section of the legal community, the White House said in a statement. A bipartisan group of more than 100 former high-ranking and distinguished Department of Justice officials, prosecutors, judges, and legal scholars have expressed concerns about the evidentiary proceedings in Mr. Rubashkin's case and the severity of his sentence. Additionally, more than 30 current members of Congress have written letters expressing support for review of Mr. Rubashkin's case. Rubashkin has also been backed by the Chabad Lubavitch Hasidic community, which has its headquarters in Crown Heights. The news set off a celebration inside its main synagogue with rabbis and yeshiva students dancing and singing. A similar scene took place in synagogues in Borough Park and at other Chabad locations. Rubashkin was arrested in October 2008, 5 months after the Department of Justice and Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers raided his Iowa plant and arrested nearly 400 illegal immigrants. An Iowa state jury cleared him of criminal charges he knowingly used underage immigrants. Jurors said Rubashkin couldn't be held responsible if teens, some as young as 15, lied and got jobs with fake IDs. But an Iowa federal jury found him guilty of a $26 million financial scheme of inflating accounts and laundering money. His supporters have long contended that not only was the federal sentence excessive, but that Linda Reed, the judge who issued it, never should have heard the case. She had met numerous times with DOJ and ICE officials before the raid, but did not disclose the extent of the conversations until Rubashkin's appeal team filed a Freedom of Information request. Shemariah Rosenberg, whose former blog, Failed Messiah, was highly critical of Rubashkin, had mixed feelings about the commutation. "I don't want him to sit in jail for 27 years, he said. That's an absence sentence. That was based on the sentencing guidelines. On the other hand, letting him out without him acknowledging the wrong that he did and telling the kids of his community not to follow in his criminal path is wrong. That's what bothers me more than anything else."